Question of the Week from the Naked Scientists.
Hello and welcome to Question of the Week. I'm Eva Higginbotham, and this week my stomach's been grumbling as I've been looking for the answer to Martin's question.
How long does it take for the food that I eat to become part of me?
The first step in incorporating the food we eat into our bodies is breaking it down into its constituent parts through digestion. Carbohydrates like rice and bread break down into simple sugars like glucose, which we use as energy. We break down fats into molecules called fatty acids, which make up the membranes of our cells. And then there's proteins. These get divided into the amino acid molecules that make them up, and our cells then use those amino acids to build and repair body tissues. There's also minerals, things like calcium, which we absorb and use for lots of purposes, including, of course, maintaining our bones. In terms of how long digestion takes, that depends on both the food being eaten and, sometimes, the person eating it. Simple carbs like white rice can get out of the stomach and into the small intestine in as little as 30 minutes, with the glucose ready for absorption into the bloodstream shortly after. But if you eat that rice with something fatty and proteiny like peanut butter, that can slow down the process by several hours. Although, now I've said it, rice and peanut butter sounds interesting. When it comes to protein, lots of people interested in sports have been trying to figure out how quickly it's incorporated into the body. This is because they care about muscle building. Think about the delicious looking protein shakes you see people drink after going to the gym, or perhaps you drink yourself. Most of these studies have been done by radioactively labelling the proteins and then scanning the body to see where they've gone. Now, protein shakes normally contain really simple proteins, like whey or soy protein, which don't need as much breaking down as others, and the amino acids in them have been shown to be available to the body in less than an hour in some cases. One study showed that about 20% of amino acids consumed will go towards skeletal muscle, like those all-important biceps, whereas the rest will either be excreted or used in other kinds of tissues. So, to put it simply, if you work out at the gym and drink a protein shake, within a few hours you can be pretty sure that some of those amino acids have already become part of you. If you're not a fan of the protein shake, another study looked at cow's milk and showed that after drinking, some amino acids become available in the blood within an hour, and the numbers just kept rising for the next 5. So, how long does it take the food you eat to become part of you? The answer, as Dr. Kristen Dew from the University of Nottingham told me, is not as long as you might think. And I certainly agree with that. Next week, we'll be looking into this question from Muster Mark.
Since the universe is expanding and light coming across it stretches as it does so, becoming more red, what happens to the lost energy when the shorter wavelength, higher energy light toward the blue end of the spectrum is shifted into lower energy red wavelengths?
So, what do you think? You can email chris@thenakedscientist.com, find us on Facebook, tweet @nakedscientists, or join in the debate on the forum. That's at thenakedscientist.com/forum.